Good evening, everyone. My name is Commander, and welcome to the Wii Sports Resort Golf Tournament. I am joined by no one else other than myself. We have three very talented golfers here to put on the first group round at number one. We have in the top left your two-time golf tournament champion across Resort Fest styled tournaments, Tyler. In the top right, we have the best golfer in Germany, Cedric. And in the bottom left, we have our newcomer, Garrett. And DeBomb was supposed to be joining us. He is an old traditional Wii Sports golfer with a fantastic 9-hole time, but he sadly could not join us for this. That is all okay. So, without further ado, I want to welcome everyone coming out here. This is going to be pretty easy. This is going to be 18 holes. Person with the best score. Top two move on. The bottom two, and I guess DeBomb already is in the bottom two, will be going to the losers. Double elimination style for this tournament. So when all of our golfers are ready, they can get to the screen that Cedric is on, which is the A button right before starting. And we will get this tournament underway. Tyler and Garrett both doing some practice shots. Looks like, yep. Garrett is on the screen. We are just waiting for Tyler. Tyler practicing a little more, as he should. And there he's going to get onto that screen. So, to start it off, Tyler is going to be the first person to go. He's doing some practice from speedrunning shenanigans that we have did earlier in 2019. Just getting his mojo back. It's been a while since there's been a Wii Sports Resort tournament. There's no game sound. Well, that is a Cedric call. Oh, there's game sound. I even hear it. You might be deaf, G-Land. Are we on my end? Fairways, Tyler. Fairways. But that's okay. Tyler says he started, so we will wait and see. It will be... I should have actually checked the rules before I attempted to... Hole by hole. So Tyler will be able to start on this first hole by himself. And here he's going to start off here. Top left corner, it's going to be Sir Tyler from Canada. And he's going to get his first shot very easily onto the green here. They're one in chip-in eagles here. That's the goal. That's what Marsaki was doing earlier today, practicing for his match. Thanks for the good luck for everyone. And speaking of him, the number one seed in the tournament is here. He's watching the number 2 seed, Tyler, take his second stroke. It is not going to be chip-in eagle. No chip-in eagle for Tyler, which does kind of stink. But he's going to start in with a birdie, and now Cedric can begin. Cedric from Germany. So we got Canada, we have Germany, and we have the United States. And Cedric's going to launch immediately off. And a very nice shot. I expect everyone to launch into immediate birdies here. Not the greatest wind for Cedric. That would be an American 20 mile per hour.
Nice on.
And a little backspin to help Cedric.
Great birdie.
He's going to make this putt, and Cedric going to pick up the birdie as well. Garrett is ready to go. It is Garrett's turn to begin. 2 birdies for Tyler and Cedric. And Garrett is coming right off. Let's see how he begins. He has light wind. I believe it's the easiest wind of the 3. And that is a very nice shot off by Garrett. The wind's going to help it bounce a little. And very similar to how Tyler and Cedric did. And we have Lugia here, one of the other competitors. And Garrett's going to fire away. It's going to be a little far. And it's going to end up in the bunker. So if he wants to continue with a birdie, he's going to have to chip this in. With a little wind assistance, maybe like a 1. And... oh, that was so close for chip and birdie. Garrett was super close. But he's going to pick up a par to start off with. Kind of stunk with kind of the overshot on the second. But it's going to be a par for Garrett. Tyler is ready to go for hole 2. Yeah, you can still stream Rasaki. Tyler's been lining his shot up for about 25 years now. He wants to try and get this hole in 1 and just surprise everyone. How will he do this? Tyler wants to get out to this lead. He knows that Cedric will birdie it and probably tie with him. He is waiting. We are just waiting. His stream is behind. Canada internet. All that jazz. Just waiting for continuously doing some practice swings. Meanwhile, Garrett is swinging the golf club back and forth. And here he goes. And it's going to be a swing. A little bit of a curve. I don't know if he wanted that. And it was a little too far. And so now he's going to be able to do this putt for birdie. He's going to definitely want to make this putt. And it's in for birdie. Tyler's on a -2, and Cedric immediately starts next. Cedric on top of things. Shout out to our restreamer. It's midnight for him, but he is still golfing. He's going to plan his shot here. I like how he's aiming for like the 3.5 mark. It's a little short, but I'd rather go a little short than a little long right now. And it's going to be a safe shot here. Garrett is on deck as Cedric's going to putt for birdie. This looks like a very nice putt.
Good birdie.
He's planning it. He does not want to overshoot it. And he's going to go in. It's going to be a birdie for Cedric. Garrett is up next. Chance off birdie. That's French, not German. I cannot do a German accent. Sorry, Cedric. Garrett is up next. He is lining up his shot. He's similarly going for that 3.5. And it was a little short. See what happens. It lands in a very decent spot. I think a little more to the right would have been useful, but this is definitely birdie putt range. If he can putt this in, he's only going to be 1 stroke behind Tyler and Cedric. And, oh, just clipped off the side of the hole. It's going to be, looks like 2 pars to start off Garrett, but anything can happen. There's some nasty holes on the back half of on the back 9. So Tyler's up next. Hole 3. Him and Cedric are tied. Garrett is 2 strokes behind, and Gaming Land is back on his regular account. Tyler with horrendous wind, 20 to the back. Meanwhile, Cedric has 8, or technically 16 forward. Cedric definitely in a better position right now. Because I don't think Tyler can eagle this. Cedric has a really good shot, too. I don't know what Tyler is specifically lining up. Just lining up for a full shot, I guess. Cedric is planning his shot to keep things moving. And Tyler, okay, he's lining it up. He's going to fire. It's going to be a little bit of red bar to the left side. But fair enough to where it shall land peacefully. His second shot. Yeah, Garrett is in the best shot for an eagle. I would argue, depending on the pin, I can't see Cedric. Oh, Cedric's pin isn't very good. Tyler now. Definitely not in a hot seat for an Albie. He's going to crank it a little to the left. It should be fine. He could chip in eagle this. Tyler has the ability to. Okay, I should play. Probably what you should do is when I mention Garrett's on his last putt, that's when you start. That would be my suggestion, Tyler. Because I know your stream delay is rather large. Okay, and that's going to be a chip, or that's going to be iron over, and it's going to be probably a birdie. I don't expect Tyler to miss this putt, but it looks like a birdie, so 3 birdies in a row for Tyler. And that is correct. Cedric is going to be up next.
Nice shot.
And Cedric fires away, full power shot. Very well done. Depending on how he... Oh, Cedric's controller is dying. Shout out to Bandow. Yeah, Tyler had really bad wins. Cedric's controller is dying right now. But he should... There we go. Everything's back to normal. This is going to be interesting. He's going to make sure that he sets it up. He's going to have to curve it to the right. I mean, one option is yanking it to the right. That is the option. Yeah, that looks like what he's lining up for. He's going to just chuck it. Let's see how this goes. Probably it ends up in the bunker, and that's exactly what happens. So if Cedric wants to grab an eagle here, he's going to have to do this bunker squat chip in. And it's going to be difficult.
Nice on.
Not going to be easy. And there we go. It looks like it's going to be a birdie as well for Cedric, as long as he makes this putt. Garrett is up on deck next. And there's a putt. So Tyler and Cedric still tied coming out of Resort A. Garrett is up next. 2 strokes behind. Let's see how Garrett lines this up. We need better announcers. I mean, you probably have to squat in the bunker, to be fair. So Garrett with a really nice shot here. And he's going to line... He has the best chance for an eagle. He lines that up really well. Let's see how well it gets through the bunker. And it is going to... And that is really close. Garrett with a really good chance to get some ground here. Tyler should be getting ready to go up next. As long as Garrett doesn't screw this up, he's going to pick up the first eagle of the tournament. And he does. Garrett picking up the first eagle. Doing something that you wouldn't think. Okay. Tyler is up next. That's technically, yeah. I don't know why he chose 3-hole. It technically will be Garrett. Tyler is going ahead as we're trying to figure out what Garrett... Tyler with a good suggestion. And Tyler's going to get a birdie here. We will figure out... So it looks like what's going to happen is... So Tyler got his 2. So it looks like Garrett's going to switch to a 16 hole, or not a 16 hole, an 18 hole, and get up to hole 4. So Cedric can go next. On hole 4 here, and hole 5, I think it goes back to Tyler. I mean, I guess Cedric can hole in 1 this, and Cedric with a little further out. Garrett's going to get back. We are using our scorecards anyway, or the scorecard that Cedric did a really good job of setting up. So Cedric going to try and putt this. This is not an easy putt here on your top right screen.
Nice on.
And yes, it just barely missed that. Do I play 5? Not yet, Tyler. And that is going to really stink for Cedric. Hole 4 is a pain in the butt. And Cedric picking up a par on 4. And Garrett's going to get back currently on hole 2. I mean, if he birdies that, you might end up with the same score, just a different amount. Depending on how this goes. Currently waiting for Garrett to get back. He's currently on hole 3 right now. He will not be getting an eagle, but if he gets a birdie, he's going to end up with the same score that he had earlier. But we will be keeping track via scorecard. Yeah. Probably not. He still has to do 4, Tyler. I'll tell you when he's on his last putt of 4. There we go. And I mean, so Garrett's going to has the same score as he would. He's going to be -2 going into hole 4 here. So Garrett's going to start off with hole 4. Hole 4 is a pain, and it's going to be really bad for him. That's 20 to the southeast. That is a major oof. Matches are normally groups of 4, Luga, and it was supposed to be, DeBomb was supposed to be joining them, but sadly he could not make it. So this is going to be, I mean, it's backwind, so you might be able to pull this off. It's a little difficult. Let's see what happens. And only if there's more backspin, so it looks like Garrett should be making this putt, so Tyler should be beginning hole 5 right now. And indeed, it's going to be a par. So they are each a stroke apart from each other. Tyler is going to be starting off hole 5 with a -4 as our score right now. Currently waiting. He knows he has north winds on this. Oh. There we go. Tyler checking his controller real fast. There you go. Lines it up. And he is going to begin here. A solid start for Tyler here in north wind. It's fairly nice north wind. It's not anything that's going to chuck him over. And there he begins. Let's see. This should land fairly well, as it does. Doesn't land in the rough, doesn't hit a tree. I might have it to where it's 2 strokes, Tyler. And that's going to come up to the green, but the pin is on the top of the green here. Tyler is in a really good shot to eagle. Pick up the second eagle. He has to make this putt. It's 27 feet uphill. No, I'm right, 27 feet uphill. On a little of a curve. Here he goes for it. And he misses. Tyler going to be picking up another birdie. Going to get a -5.
Great shot.
And now Cedric's go. Minus a birdie for Tyler. And Cedric's going to begin his brigade on trying to grab that 1 stroke back. He doesn't have very good wind. It's backwind. And how this lands fairly well. This is not baseball swingable, but it's good enough to where this could be chip in eagle. If Cedric plays this right, this could be chip in eagle here. It's not the, like, what could happen. But he could do it. Cedric has the ability. He's planning his shot. It's going to be just a little under 2. It's a little short. And it barely missed chip in eagle, but he's going to be able to pick up the birdie. Keep pace with Tyler.
Great birdie.
And Garrett is now on. Garrett is up next. Tyler is on deck. Garrett planning his shot. Should be just a full power swing. He's going to make it a 3-bar. That's interesting. Be interesting to see how he plans it. It's going to land safely on the fairway. And a little bit of a red bar, a little bit to curve to the right. He's going to stay on the fairway. There we go. So once Garrett does this next swing, I'm going to suggest that Jack's on RFI. Okay. Okay, yeah, Tyler, I'd suggest starting now. We'll see. And here's for birdie. If he can make this birdie shot, he's going to keep pace. And that was a very weak shot. I know, isn't Cedric's layouts amazing? And there we go. That's going to be a par for Garrett, as Tyler should have. Yeah, Tyler looks like he's already in the beginning. Yeah. Here, Tyler's about ready to take his first swing. I believe that was 3 strokes in front of Garrett. There we go. That's a really nice shot. Hole 6 can be really tricky for the competitors. And Tyler has decent wind for this. If he lines this up properly over the tree, I don't expect chip in eagle at all, but, and this needs major backspin. And Tyler's not going to get that. That was a little bit over. This is going to be a hard putt. Could Tyler get his first par? Could Tyler potentially get his first par of the match? And the answer is no. He's going to pick up a birdie. Cedric's on deck. Cedric putting it in a nice spot. Yeah. Cedric, but if it curved to the left, that's not what I would have wanted, but let's see what happens. Oh man, that was so close. If it didn't curve to the left, that could have been chip in. But Cedric with a really good spot to birdie. Garrett is on deck.
Great birdie.
And there we go. Cedric going to pick up the birdie. Garrett is on deck now. Only a single stroke actually is between Tyler and Cedric. And Garrett is going to make the swing. Depending on where this lands. Going to land there. I'm going to wait for the second swing before having Tyler. Okay, so he hit it right when Cedric made the putt. This will be interesting because Garrett is in the bunker. This is a nasty bunker to get into. If it was like Alaska or Mersaki, I would say do a flag chip shot. But I don't know what he's doing here. Is he gonna? I would try and go through the trees, to be honest. I think that's the best choice here. But he's lining it up. And there it's going to be a chunk, hit the tree. It didn't really work out for him, Tyler. It's going to be a 2. And if he gets the backspin, okay, he can still putt this. Tyler should be going now at this time. This is a little awkward of a putt because of what hill this is on. And he's going to make it. It's just a par, nothing worse for Garrett. But he is fairly far behind the other two. Now, over to Tyler. Tyler has some nasty wind. Tyler has some nasty wind here on hole 7. It's 18 miles per hour north. I mean, it could be worse. Not going to lie. Could be a lot worse. And it looks like... Oh, he's lining her up finally. Interesting. See what he plans on doing here. It's going to be a full power shot. And he's going to go past the bunker and land himself on the fairway. Very good shot by Tyler here. He's going to line this up. This is tricky. But chip and eagle would definitely put him ahead. It's not going to be chip and eagle. It's going to be putt for birdie here. Cedric in a really good spot to chip and eagle. 0 wind here. Could be super useful. And Tyler going to go get the birdie already. He's been very consistent so far with these birdies. And it's going to be Cedric firing off. As long as this stays on the fairway. Ooh, and that tree there is going to be a challenge. But as long as the tree doesn't bother him, he's going to hope that this tree doesn't bother him. Is he going to... Oh, is he going to go for a curve shot? Is Cedric... that was a little more yanked than what you want, but that's going to land very well for Cedric there. Very well done by Cedric. He's going to line this up. Speaking of 0 wind, that's what Garrett has as well. And Cedric going to pick up the birdie. Garrett is on deck. He's going to want a full power shot right here. And it was a little under 4 power shot. It was probably a 3.6. And it's going to hit the tree. It's still going to land on the fairway. The beginning of this next swing. Yeah, actually, I think Tyler should start now. Unless this ends up in the water, should be fairly decent. You want about, I mean, that works. I would take that. Yeah, he needed about a 3. He's going to line this up here. Taking his time here. With 0 wind, this could go right in. Done with 8. Okay. So it looks like you'll see Tyler go a little bit ahead. Garrett needs to make this in order to keep with a par. A little bit of overshooting. Just going to be barely missing it. He should be able to get in. Tyler's going to make his first. So almost timed it really well on Tyler's end. Ooh, and that's going to be... that should be decent. So that was the first bogey of the tournament. And Tyler is going to be going for a par. Then it happens on stream. Wow, I thought I was behind. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Tyler. But yeah, Tyler making the birdie. Cedric on deck. Cedric is going to fire away.
On the green.
Yeah, that's kind of okay. You can manage it. It's going to be a nasty putt with this curve. Great, should be prepared.
Good birdie.
Cedric lines this up. And that's going to be a birdie for Cedric. And Garrett is on deck now. Garrett with decent wind. I think that's 2. Is that 2 miles? It is 12 miles per hour. So not that bad. We're going to see where this lands. Lands very well. Very, very good by Garrett. Now Tyler should be starting the infamous hole 9. That made it in. That was a beautiful putt by Garrett. Getting himself a birdie. Making up for what was lost last hole. So moving into the last hole of resort, Tyler has a 1-stroke lead over Cedric. Garrett is currently 6 strokes behind Tyler. But everyone is still in a minus range. So no one has screwed up too bad yet. No one's wipeout. No one has wiped out. Tyler doesn't have good wind here. I mean, it's forward wind, so that's useful compared to Garrett's 16 back. But it's kind of an awkwardly placed wind here for Tyler. He's going to have to curve it a little bit, and there he goes. Just a little bit. He definitely yanked it over there, but that's going to be good as long as it doesn't end up right behind this tree. As it doesn't, that could have been nasty for Tyler to deal with. And this is going to be difficult. Let's see what he does. He's going for full power here. Getting past the tree. Feels bad, man. That's only because we love you. To the top here. So there's 2 things Tyler can do. He can putt this. He can go for driver chip, or he could just regularly chip this in. I think he's going to stay. It looks like he's going for a putter here. Putt for eagle would be really good for Tyler right now. And that's what's going to happen. Putting for eagle. Tyler going to end with a -10. And Cedric's going to open off his hole 9. For Cedric to catch up. He's going to need an... No, an Albie wouldn't even catch up. Would it? No, an Albie would catch up here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no Albie. I don't even know this would eagle. It's going to be a hard eagle because this is not something you can putt very easy. I don't think you can putt it, period. I'll be with Ty, yeah. And that is... so close for the chip and eagle with some back spin there. Cedric almost closing the gap. But it's going to be respectful -8 on this putt coming out as Garrett's on deck. Making this putt. Oh no, Cedric missed the putt.
Great par.
So he's going to keep his score of -7. And going to end with -7 out of resort. Garrett's on deck. He has very bad wind. This is 16 to the back. And on hole 9, that isn't very good. Yeah, you could see the difference between his shot and how Tyler and Cedric did 9. I agree with that, Cedric. I 100% agree. We'll see. So he's going for a shorter shot here. As long as this keeps on the fairway, Garrett should be fine. And here's going to be an interesting one here. Tyler should be about ready to get going. Guest appearances from Cedric should be a recurring trend. It's like in the middle of 10 Dog Swing. Yo! Oh, that was really well done by Garrett. This should allow him to pick up a birdie, which is really good what he needs to do right now. Try and close this gap. And there we go. Cedric going to pick up a -3 coming out of resort. And Tyler's on deck. Not Cedric. Yeah, Garrett with -3. Cedric with -7. Tyler with -10. Tyler... I don't know what Tyler's aiming for. Maybe a -24? He already... What eagles has he missed? He's missed eagle on hole 1. He's missed eagle on hole 3. He's missed eagle on hole 5. So Tyler lining this up. It's not great wind, but he's still going to just let it soar. As long as it lands in the fairway. Which it does. Birdie's out would be -19, yeah. So he's going to want some more eagles. If he wants a -24. So that'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eagles? That's not terribly out of Tyler's range. It's going to be a full swing here. That was more backspin than probably he wanted. But this is going to be a birdie. Unless Tyler screws up for the first time. That's going to be a birdie. And there we go. Tyler picking up the birdie. Cedric's on deck. Cedric, it's going to be a full swing. Very well done by Cedric. His wind is sort of okay. Tyler with 0 wind here on hole 10. Interesting shot by Cedric. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And that's in a very good spot for a birdie. Garrett on deck now. 0 wind for Garrett. Chance off birdie. As Cedric's going to line this up. Taking his time. Cedric taking his time. It's weird. It's like both sides of the hill here. Just barely to the left.
Good birdie.
We'll see. Here he goes. And that's in for a birdie. Garrett on deck. Going away. Once Garrett does his first shot, Tyler should probably do his next shot. Or do his first shot. And that's a swing on Garrett's end. Garrett with a good chance to do a Ghost Tea chip-in eagle. Sponsored by Ghost Tea. He can do this. 2 clicks to the left, fire away. Actually, it's probably 1 click to the left, depending on that hole position. He's aiming for it. A little above, I think 3.5 is what Alaska would say. 3.5 here. There we go. Let's see how it does. Garrett barely missing it. He's going to pick himself up a birdie as well. And swishery birdie. Tyler takes a shot, but at red bars. That is fairly off. That is 26 feet away. How's he going to do this? This is uphill, back downhill. This could be Tyler's first par. That was kind of gross looking. And he's going to make it in for the birdie. Cedric is on deck. Tyler with a -12. Cedric, 4 miles per hour. Or 2 meters per second, however you want to go with it. I'm more ahead now. That's impressive. Cedric landing.
Good birdie.
He's going to make this, but Cedric making it in. Yeah, I don't think it's anything we can handle. Garrett's on deck. Once Garrett does a swing, Tyler should do. Tyler has nasty wind. It looks like Garrett's attempting a driver. I mean, Garrett's wind is nasty as well. That's 14 miles per hour northeast. Tyler with 14 miles per hour southeast. Garrett's going for a driver chip. That's going to be overshot. It's going to land into the rough. This could be not good for Garrett here. It was a risky play. It could have worked really well, but I think it was really risky on his end. I mean, he has to take the risks at this point. He's far enough behind. And it looks like it's going to be prepared for a par. Tyler's going to take safe strats here. And there we go. Garrett with a par on 11. Tyler lining up. Safe strat 12. Surprised he's not going with the backwind onto the island. But he knows better than anyone. He's going to red bar. Hope it doesn't hit a tree. Hope it lands on the fairway, and it does both. Now he has to line this up. So this completely negates an albatross right now. The only way that Tyler could have done that is going on the island. The island is super risky in tournament format. And he's going to do a full swing here. Now he has to hope for a chip-in eagle if he wants to get anything ready to go. Cedric is on deck. Again, looks like he's lining up for a safe shot. And Tyler, yep. Tyler landing on the green. Getting ready for a birdie here. And we have Cedric up next. Cedric, he's lining up for the island here. Nope, he's going to switch back around. Taking it safe. Looks like Garrett is lined up for the island. That could be what he needs. Imagine getting an albatross. Hole 12. Right now in tournament. Cedric, I like that curve to the right there. And that's going to line it up for, it wouldn't be all chip-ins are difficult, but he could line this up well. It's going to be like a 2.55. And barely missing it. Oh, that would have been so cool to grab in that chip-in eagle. That would have helped narrow the gap.
Good birdie.
But it is all good. And a birdie, and Garrett's up next. Garrett is lined up for the island. He has to be careful. A full power shot will knock this thing into the out of bounds. He's aiming for the 3, which is smart. 3.25 would be smart as well. And that's a little... Look, camera angle says yes. And Garrett in a very good position here. Tyler... probably on the swing Tyler would want to go. Tyler in decent angles on wind for the upcoming hole 13. I'll throw hole 13? Yes. Garrett trying to line this up. This is not a fun shot to do. It's almost safer just to pray and hit the bunker. But you want to hit it. You want to hit things well. And that's what Garrett's going to do here. It's not going to be an albatross, but he could pick up the second or the third eagle of the game. His second eagle of the game. Right here if he makes this putt. This is a little bit deceiving, but he can do it. I trust in Garrett. And he's going to go for it, and Garrett's going to pick up a second eagle. Yes, so Garrett, as he had the best hole 12, goes first here on hole 13. So Garrett is back-to-back up next. It's the first time that Tyler did not have the best hole, technically hole 3 as well, but Garrett's going to land off the bat here. And reminder, if Garrett birdies this and no one else no home runs, no one else hole-in-ones, Garrett starts hole 14 to himself. Garrett lines this up. This is not a fun putt right now. But he's going to make it in. Tyler is up next. Garrett, back-to-back very good holes. Slowly climbing himself up. Tyler lining this up. He wants a hole-in-one here. He wants to show himself off. Seeing. This is not an easy. Yeah, this. Oh, here he goes. That's going to be a swing. It's going to soar fairly well. Hope for a good bounce. And it's going to land in definite birdie range. So unless Cedric hole in ones this. And then there, Tyler putting it in. Garrett's going to start the next hole here. Interesting win here for Cedric. He's going to hit it. That might be too short. That might be good. We'll find out here. That is going to end up being too short. So it's going to be probably a putt for Cedric. Can line this up. Keep in good range, everyone.
Good birdie.
If Cedric lines this up, it will be... And yes, everyone's going to be grabbing some birdies. That is the third time that's happened today where everyone has gotten birdies. And the fifth time that everyone's gotten birdie or better. Garrett's up next. 14 miles per hour, northwest. Very good wind for this hole. If you were in Frisbee golf, you would love this. He's going to swing full power here. It's going to go through the trees very nicely. End up right on the fairway. So this is the weird shot. Remember, you can still chip in Albatross this. It'd be hard with this wind. Garrett playing it safe. This is going to be an interesting putt for Eagle. If Garrett can putt for Eagle here, he's going to be -9. It's only going to be 2 away from Cedric. Garrett is supposed to go first on 14 because he went first on 12. Or he went first on 13. Did not make it. It's not going to be an eagle. Tyler should be starting to go now. So Tyler could take this. Tyler or Cedric could take this back. Tyler, yes, with nasty wind here. Garrett's going to line this up. He wants to grab a birdie here. Get it -8. And that's not going to happen. It's going to be a second missed putt. He's going to end up parring this. There we go. Par for Garrett. And Tyler takes a swing. And that ends up in the bunker. Not very good for Tyler right now. Be interesting to see how he handles this. This could give Cedric quite a bit of a jump. Cedric has okay wind here too. Tyler with a swing to try and make up the distance. As long as and that's going to go into the rough. That is, everything's falling apart for Tyler here. He should be able to recover for a birdie, but it looks like everything's falling apart here on hole 14. It's going to be angled. He needs backspin off the yin-yang. That's what it's going to give him. And if he can make this putt, he will salvage it for a birdie. And I put an emphasis on salvage. Was not a good hole for Tyler. Probably the worst hole so far for him. It will definitely be the worst hole for him if he can not make this putt. He's going for it. He's going to make it. Birdie for Tyler, barely. Cedric on deck. Right now, Tyler will be starting hole 15. Unless Cedric can pick up an eagle or an albatross. And then Cedric will start hole 15. With some unused 10-dog rubber strats. He's going to line this up. If you want to be like perfect here, suggestion, hit the sand, let it roll in, or let it bounce over the sand. It's going to get into the sand here for Cedric. It's safe. It's better than overshooting. 100% better than overshooting. It's going to be interesting here. Very well done by Cedric. Closest we've seen a ball get by the hole. It's still going to be a birdie. Tyler is still up next and should be going now. But Cedric picking up the birdie. That was a very good shot by Cedric, though. And Tyler is going to start us off. Last thing Tyler wants to do, this is perfect wind for if you're doing a speed run and you want to do some 10-dog river strats. Sponsored by 10-Dog Rivers. Saving 2 seconds every day of your life. Tyler lining this up. It's not the greatest wind by far. There's a full power shot. As long as she stays on the fairway, it will be good, and it is good. Here's going to be an interesting shot. Wind with him. And he's going to switch over to the 7-iron. Rizaki is back. To recap on how things are going, Tyler has played basically a perfect game. in terms of he's birdied every hole. And he's picked up 1 eagle. And he should be able to pick up the birdie here. Cedric has only had a bad hole 9. That's been the only fault of Cedric so far, is a bad hole 9. And Garrett's been off and on, picking up 2 eagles, but also having the only bogey. Tyler makes it in.
Nice shot.
Birdie for Tyler. Cedric on deck. 18 wind to the west. This will be an interesting win. Oops, I'm splicing. Thanks, Tyler, for splicing. He doesn't like that. Well, I know what's going to happen. He's going to miss hole 16.
That's it.
It's going to land there. That's going to be an upwards putt for Cedric. It's not going to be very good.
Good birdie.
But he's going to make it in. Garrett on deck. Double the birdie here. See what Garrett can do. He doesn't have good wind. This is 20 straight to the east. Full power shot. And he's going to line up here. This is large text. Thanks for large text, Tyler. Garrett going to line this up. See how she lands. Lands in the bunker. Tyler should be preparing his next shot here. Chip in for birdie is needed for Garrett. It's going to land. It looks like it's going to end up being a par here. It's Tyler. Good wind. Good wind on hole 16. It could be far, far worse. Someone donate 50 bits and I'll do a driver chip. And a par for Garrett. Tyler up next. He does not. So, you notice him and Cedric both lined up into the forest. Garrett's lining up as well. Garrett has, if I was Garrett, I would not go through that forest. The other two with north wind. Garrett, southeast. And let's see how Tyler does this. It's going to end up the bunker roll around. He could driver chip in this. That's risky, though. Honestly, it's might be the safest play. Tyler is a really good driver chipper. And he's going to go, it looks like he's going for this iron chip. He wants to make sure this is good. Everything's flat. There we go. And not for chip and eagle, but it'll be a safe birdie on Tyler's end.
Nice shot.
Cedric on deck. This will be interesting. Full power shot by Cedric. It's going to go through. It's going to miss the bunker. Ends up in the rough. If he got a chip in here, that would close the gap, but I don't think anyone is going to pass Tyler. That was close. Cedric getting close to the holes, getting closer than anyone else. And he's going to pick up a birdie. And Garrett's on deck now. Yeah, Tyler not with very good wind here. Garrett figuring out this hole. Hole 16 is a nasty hole. Garrett going for the swing. As long as she stays on the fairway, it should be good, and it is good. I mean, Tyler could technically botch a hole. That is the thing. We saw it happen in tournament format where he botched a hole very badly. And the driver chip was a smart move, but it did not hit the bunker as well as Garrett wanted. This is going to be putt for birdie. He's going to want to make it if he wants. Garrett's going to want to make it if he's going to try and get double digits. It's going to be a putt. It is not going to be enough. That's going to be par on Garrett's end. Tyler should be lining up for a tremendous hole 17 endeavor here. Par for Garrett. Tyler lining us up. This is not fun. Yes, we are reminded by Cedric that he has ass. Thanks for reminding us, Cedric. And Tyler, that went farther than wanted. How far away is that? It is nastily far. I don't think you could putt that in. I mean, Tyler's probably going to try. But this does not look good for him. This might be the end of the birdies. Or the end of it. I don't think you can put that in either. Yeah. It's going to be a full power shot. It's in. European stamps go straight to the point. Replay. Tyler with the birdie. Minus 18 going into the last hole. You can do it for our match, Marzaki. And Cedric with a really good shot here. It's going to line this up.
Great birdie.
Birdie for Cedric. Garrett's on deck here. Tyler has nasty wind. But Cedric's up next. 3.3. A little bit harder than he wanted. Unless he gets a good bounce here. It shall coast away. Boom. Birdies for Cedric. Birdies for everybody. Tweet, tweet. Garrett lining this up. His goal is just to do as best as possible. It's going to get barely away. It's going to be another par here for Garrett. Tyler now dealing with 16 to the back. Ask G-Land. Tyler, if it's another one I can't calm, if Tyler pars, Cedric needs an Albie. What if Tyler does worse than a par? Tyler lining this up. He's at minus 18 right now. And it's going to be a full power shot here coming onto the right island. Safely on the fairway. Tyler's known to screw up this hole. See, what's going to happen is Tyler's going to hit the pin. It's going to bounce off and fall out of the area. It's going to hit the pin so hard that it just bounces off the island. That can't happen. Especially Tyler's planning on backspin, I'd bet. And there's a swing. Up and over. Tyler here. This is the same position he was in last tournament or last resort golf tournament. And he went for driver chips and missed every single one of them. He's not driver chipping today. He's not that stupid. He's going to aim for this. It's going to be a little bit over. No eagle. Well, we don't know quite yet. Tyler still has to make this putt. As he will.
Great shot.
Birdie for Tyler. Cedric literally has to make a hole-in-one right now if he wants to tie Tyler, but that's okay. Boom, birdie for Tyler. Cedric can still. It's lined up for Albie. To a minus 20, very sad. Very nice shot from Cedric. That's going to end up to be really close to the hole. That's going to be an eagle for Cedric here. Going to be Cedric's only eagle was the last hole. Cedric picking up the 4th eagle of the game. Garrett is on. We already know that Tyler and Cedric are moving on, but for sake against golf machines. Yeah, Cedric coming in clutch towards the end. Only 2 shots behind. Yeah. It's going to be up and over for Garrett. And putt for birdie. It'll be barely a miss. It's going to be another par for Garrett. Garrett going to end on a minus 7. And that is going to be, once he puts this in. There we go. That's going to be game. Tyler, minus 19. Cedric, minus 17. Garrett, minus 7. And a forfeit on DeBomb's end. That should be a redo because Commander jinxing. I don't even know what I jinxed. And that is game. Group 1's over. Tyler and Cedric moving on. They will be facing the 2 winners from 10 Dog, Lopside, Wipeout Jack, and Log. That match coming soon. And then we also have Alaska, Commander, Morphic Yoshi, and Luga joining Murzaki. So stay tuned. You'd put for birdie in the mist. I've done that for everyone. And there we go. That is all for myself. My name's Commander. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the other 2 group matches. For everyone in the Wii Series Discord, we will see you next time. You can show whatever you want, Tyler, but I'm out. I have to prepare for class.